Good morning, happy Friday, all. First and foremost, let's get that coffee sip in early. And as always, sponsor me, you cowards. Hit me up with it. All right, let's see who's here. I'm also getting some weird Wi-Fi. Okay, we're good. We got Nicholas Christensen in the house, Jack Loud, B. Murd, double umbrella in it early, our Lester, CT. Kevin Ford sold everything from the pack drop, was able to afford coffee and a donut this morning. We love to see it. Liam's up in here. Sawyer's up in here. Guys, everybody's here. Glenn Go Crazy from Chicago, just rolling around, and Justin Fields love this morning. Front row seats for Patient and Tom. Lucas is here. Frank's here. Yeah, the draft was pretty fun last night, huh? I got to say, I normally check out on the draft and just like listen to a podcast the next day to get caught up, mainly because it's pretty chalky. We know what's happening. Last night was kind of fun because we had no idea what was going on. No idea. And then, shout out to the Patriots for getting a pasty white quarterback. We're excited to get Mac Jones. We love it. We love it. I'm going to take another sip, guys. It's Friday. My face hurts. Listen, we got some stuff today. We had a lot of basketball. We had pack drop yesterday. We have a new pack announcement. We've got Series 1 stuff happening soon. All good stuff, right? But more importantly, Top Shot Takes is back tonight. 8 p.m. Eastern. The whole gang's here. It's a Friday party. So we're gonna go out there. I'm gonna have some drinks tonight. That's what I'm doing. I'm looking forward to it. If you look at my eyes close enough, it looks like I had some drinks last night. I promise I didn't. Just an old man. Big Heck Money says gonna do a cam video. Yeah, we're absolutely a new video is coming. Absolutely. But yeah, so we'll be here tonight. I believe it's going to be 8 Eastern. Just, look for the notification. We'll throw it out there. We'll put it in the Discord. All the information's in the show notes of the chat. So just, of the stream. So like the stream, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, follow us on Twitter, do all the things. What will be my drink of choice tonight? I don't know. It's going to be beer, though. It is going to be beer. I don't feel like I had a little whiskey kick for a little bit. I don't want that, though. It's a nice day on a Friday. Who knows? I might be starting early today. I'm off today, so sky's the limit. I got to hang some lights up outside. That's like the big thing that I have to do, which I know is a flex because I live in New York City and you're like outside. Hold on. What are we doing right now? What are we doing? It's Friday. We need to talk basketball. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm off my game. Thank you, Daniel. All right, let's go. Let's talk about last night. So we had some interesting things, games I didn't really give a shit about, but we had some interesting stuff come out of it. So we'll share screen so I don't forget to do that. And then everybody can dunk on me later. Also, we got to talk about the new Cool Cats. There's so much shit we need to talk about today, huh? So much. And I'm swearing early. It's definitely Friday. Let me zoom in a little bit on this as we open up the marketplace. I think we need a new sound effect drop for when we open up the marketplace. It's a big deal when we do it for the first time. Okay, here we go. Let's get into it. So the first game that we're going to talk about, Mavs Pistons, they sat Luka last night. And what happens when you sit Luka? Tim Hardaway Jr. takes a billion shots. He had 42 in the dub. But I really don't care about that. It's good for the Mavs. They get that win for playoff purposes. But what we're here to talk about is the stew. Any kind of stew? No, it's beef stew. Isaiah Stewart, he started last night. Plumlee took the night off. And guess what? 20 and 10 from beef stew. Look, I think what I need to do as the season winds down, I need to go back through some of the old shows and I need to figure out where I planted flags early because it feels like I'm just collecting dubs this year. We're talking about Michael Porter Jr. We're talking about Isaiah Beef Stewart. We're talking about PJ Washington a little bit early to take dubs. I'm sure I get some L's in there, but it's Friday. We're going to be positive. We're going to say dubs. But anyways, Isaiah Stewart, I really like him long term. I don't think he's going to be a superstar or anything like that, but he's good. He's like a good big man. So he had 20 and 10. Sadiq Bey last night, 18 and 8. The Pistons are just like a competitive losing team, and I love that. I like that they're going to lose because they're still going to beef up their draft stock going into next year. But they're at least losing some good games. Nicholas says, why did Mitchell jump up and then drop back down? So one of the fun things about Top Shot is we speculate and lose our minds. And everyone decided that Donovan Mitchell was going to be in the next Cool Cats drop. So then his price went to the moon, and then guess what? He wasn't. He actually, I don't know. Did anybody get that right? What was going to be in the Cool Cats drop? But yeah, that was why. That was why. All right, let's keep going. So that game was kind of boring. Let's go to actually, let's look at the beef stew while we're here. While we're here, let's look them up. We might as well, right? Here we go. $78. Guys, I paid way more than that. So while we're talking about collecting W's and L's, I paid way more than that. $78. This is out of 4,000, all the badges. I don't know. It feels like it's going to go down before it goes up. So I'm not saying go buy it. That's not what I'm saying. Just keep an eye. I like them. This is one of those where you're throwing a dart against the wall. You're not investing too much, but there's a chance. There's a chance for a moonshot there. Yep. Kevin said, speculated that Barnes was going to be in the CC, and now I'm stuck with the 35Ks. That's all right. At least it's a game winner. I do like the game winning. I love that mentality because I feel like that could be a challenge at some point. I didn't get it right, but had multiple Capellas because I like the moment payout day yesterday. Yeah, Capella to the moon. All right, let's keep going. Nets Pacers 130 to 113. Pacers drop another one. Brogdon only played 12 minutes. I actually didn't see if he got hurt. So if anyone knows in the chat if he got hurt or if the Pacers was like, hey, fuck it. We're not. I don't know why I whispered the F-bomb and they gave it away. But anyways, Durant had 42 and 10. This was with Kyrie and James sitting. So let's do a little walk down Durant lane. So $21 for that 35K moment. This 15K moment being sub 100 is kind of nice. It seems like this 7,500 moment's going up a little bit. Am I wrong? It was hamstring. All right, thank you. Hamstring for Brogdon. We had a lot of first quarter injuries yesterday. It was a little scary. 339 for that first moment with the Nets. I love that. So I feel like we're going to see Durant start creeping back up. We're being reminded that he, was the best basketball player on the planet before that injury, before the first injury, not that one. All right, let's keep moving. Hey, Nick, I like this question. Let's go back to it. Remind me as we get a little bit later into the stream. I want to get through some of the games first, but I do want to go back to that. The only other notable thing, Karis LeVert, because Brogdon was out, Sabonis was out, Turner's out. LeVert's like, hey, I'm going to get up all the shots. How's that? 36, 5, and 4 for Karis. 161 for that first moment. And again, pointing out out of how many, it's out of 1428. So I don't know. I like Karis. The Pacers, I don't know if John Weingart's in the chat today, but the Pacers is such an interesting case because I do believe that core of guys, if they're all healthy, because they got slapped around with COVID a little bit. They got hit by injuries. That team, that core of a team of TJ Warren, Sabonis, Turner, Brogdon, LeVert, that's a strong five. That is a strong five. So I don't know. I mean, they're still the Pacers. There's nobody's super sexy on that team, but I do think that they are a tougher team than they're showing us this year. So I don't know. Oh, Mikey, we'll share this just because you said Mikey. Katie was going for sub 300 not too long ago. Yeah, that was what was standing out to me too. That Durant kind of looks like it's on the way back up. Anyways, that's enough of that game. Let's keep moving. This is the game that I wanted to get into. Burying the lead here, Rockets Bucks 143-136. If you're a DFS player and you stack this game up and you faded Giannis, you collected all the bucks. All the bucks, get it? Nailed it. Yikes, guys. That's the kind of day we're talking about today. So Giannis tweaked his ankle. Budenholzer after the game, though, made it sound like they weren't too concerned. They were like, we don't think it's too serious. So hopefully it's just a couple games to give him some rest. But on the Bucks side of things, Middleton, no, you know what? We're not starting with the Bucks. We're starting with the Rockets because Kevin Porter Jr. put up 50 and 11 last night. 50 and 11, an old 50 spot on him. And let's see, man, that's still down at 338. So this is out of 3,999. All the badges, Series 1. It's checking all of the boxes for me. And then it's a big dunk. It's also a good moment. I think an L that I can take is that I still haven't I still haven't bought this yet because I've been looking at it. I might buy this today. I might buy it right now. But yeah, Kevin Porter Jr. 50 and 11, man. And dude, his numbers are only going to go up for the rest of the season with John Wall out. He's running the offense now. He's running the offense. So Kevin Porter Jr. has a ceiling. We'll say that. Space Mantis, since we're on the Rockets, what do you think of John Wall's future? He's too old for the rebuild in Houston, I think. Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know how many years left he has on his contract either, because I don't see anybody swallowing up that contract. So that is one of the concerns. Like, I don't know who's going to take him off of Houston's hands. I mean, I guess like if there was a team on the cusp of, I can see a team that's like trying to make a playoff run, but is not going to win a finals. And they're like, fuck it, let's just get John Wall. But I don't know. This is the thing. There's so many good guards, right? There's so many good point guards. So like, you don't need to overpay for somebody like that with that many great guards in the league. And John Wall's injury history, like, I don't know. John Wall might be in Houston for a while, but I agree with you. They don't need him for a rebuild. Like just like KPJ Cook. Yeah, Day says, can't believe Cleveland gave up KJ for nothing. KPJ. But he was wilding. He was wilding out a little bit. We talked about this on our 89 Cavs podcast. Shout out. They were going off. He was going off in there. So I agree that sucks they didn't get anything for him, but I also kind of get it. John Wall is washed, but not in the way that I'm washed. You know what I mean? All right, let's keep moving. Christian Wood. Good Wood this morning, 31-9. I'm not going to pull up Kelly Olynyk, but I'm going to shout his stats out. 24-13. Kelly's been balling since he's gone to Houston, but he's always been someone who can produce in minutes. He's just not like a winning player. That's not fair. He's not. If he's scoring 25 points a game for you, you're not a good team. I'll say that. But Christian Wood, I do believe in, and he's 115 for that first moment out of 3-3-3-9. $12 for his 15K moment. Like, if you're not trying to spend 115, but you're like, oh, I'm into Christian Wood. This 15K moment for $12 is interesting. There's less of them. There's less of them than the Cool Cats, and it's cheaper than the Cool Cats. So $12 for that is kind of nice. Anyways, I like Christian Wood quite a bit. On the Bucks, Kelly Olynyk, Bird, Wall to the Bulls. I mean, you could see that, right? You could see that John Wall going to the Bulls. But I don't. Will the Bulls pay that much? Like the Bulls, the Bulls don't like to spend money. I could see if Lonzo doesn't go to the Knicks. The Knicks getting weird with it. They do have a ton of space. I don't know. All right, look on the Bucks side of things. I'm not going to look up Bryn Forbes because I don't even know if he has a moment, but I also don't care. But he scored 30 off the bench last night. But Middleton, who I hate, he had a good game though. 33-8. So it's 35K moments, only 5. 15K. Like, again, if I'm going after anything, it's probably this 15K moment right here at $11. $2.95 for that. We got a lot of metallic gold questions yesterday. Flip it. Not financial advice. But his first moment. Okay, so here's something that does stick out. His first moment out of 1,000, only 274. I like that it's only 1,000. So anyways, Middleton had a good game, blah, blah, blah. Drew Holiday, 29-10. Now, Drew Holiday is a buck I like. I really like Drew Holiday. And, and you can make the same case for Chris Middleton for the Bucks, though. So if you think that there's a chance that the Bucks can ascend from the East, I think there's a lot of meat on the bones, as they say, for these guys, because I don't think we're valuing in that I don't think anyone actually believes the Bucks have a chance to go to the East, but it's a lot closer than people think. Like, I would not be surprised if, Drew locks up one of the 3 guys. Giannis just goes bonkers because they can't stop anything inside. I mean, I'm not betting on it. I might bet on it. I bet there's pretty good odds on the Bucks coming out of the East. But anyways, all of that to say is if they do come out of the East, all of a sudden you're getting Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton getting like some real prime time finals action. And these guys are underpriced. $99 for his first moment. It's out of 3,342. Cheaper stuff. Where's the cheaper stuff? So his Cool Cat's down to 16. Does he not have a 15K moment? Oh, I didn't have a 15K moment. Interesting. Anyways, that's Drew Holiday. I like Drew Holiday. All right, let's keep it moving. What else? I haven't been looking at the chat, although y'all haven't been that active. Thoughts on Darius Baisley rare? Tom, throw that in there in like 10. Oh, no, we're going to get to OKC in a second. So just remind me when we get to OKC. What do you think of PJ Tucker helping the Bucks playoff run? I don't know. I mean, it can't hurt him. It can't hurt him to have a tough guy with playoff experience. Yeah, I don't hate the PJ Tucker. I don't love him like for fantasy purposes. I don't think anyone's gonna buy I think PJ Tucker helps the basketball team. I don't think it affects Top Shot at all. at all. Hold on, we gotta sniff. Live token is the old man with a fishing pole in the Geico commercial. Almost got it. I personally think some things are underpriced because the moment matters. That's a good point too. All right, let's keep moving. Next game, Wolves Warriors. Wolves 126, Warriors 114. Shout out Aaron Borland in the chat because the Minnesota Timberwolves have ripped off 4 in a row, I believe. Karl Anthony Towns 22, 11, and 7. Anthony Edwards at 25. But the big news, Ricky Rubio with 26, 6, and 6. We had a Ricky Rubio sighting. Good to see Ricky Rubio. Also, quick programming note. If you guys haven't liked the stream yet, let's like the stream. Get some more eyeballs in here. It's Friday. We're partying. You know what I mean? Get some eyeballs in here. So like the stream if you haven't done it already, please. Let's look at Towns first. Towns, we've talked about Towns always as being like, oh, wow, he's really that cheap for the numbers he's putting up. $199 for his first moment on the site. Like, wowzer. And Karl Anthony Towns has been balling. The one thing, Chris Vernon was on the Zach Lowe podcast yesterday, and they were talking about how the Wolves have been frisky. And I think Vernon was like, yeah, but you're looking at good teams playing them, already crossing it off, being like, oh, that's a W. So they're not showing up. So it was just funny shade on the Wolves. But they have looked good since they've gotten a little bit more healthy, since Anthony Edwards has stopped shooting 20% from the field, since D'Angelo Russell has come back. The Wolves have looked a lot better. So I don't know, it gives me hope if I'm a fan, but $199 for his first moment is pretty cheap. Does he have a 15K moment? Yes. Ooh, no, it's 1500 moment. He doesn't have a 15K moment, so he's only got a 35K moment, but he's also got that cool cat that's sitting around. It's funny. There's 14,000 of them, but it's still priced at $80, which is kind of interesting. All right, let's look at Anthony Edwards because it's fun to look at rookies, especially because he was priced to the moon for a while. So this 35K moment is $42. This was down to $1,500, I believe. The rare reward from the Rising Stars Challenge, which is like the monster Utah dunk. God, a murder. We're watching a murder right now. But for that's creeping back up to $1,750 after dipping down to $1,500. And then his first moment is down to $578 now, which is interesting. Yeah, and I agree with Big Mike too. He says, "Cat, honestly, this whole team should be on sale. Whole team should be on sale come the off season. Will Edwards ever be all NBA? Yeah, I don't know, man. Look at Aaron. Games aren't played on paper; they're played in TV sets by real people." Spoken like a true Minnesota fan. Well, I don't know if Edwards will. He's got potential. I will say I'm happy that his shooting has gotten a little bit better. He was taking like 25 plus shots a game and was shooting like 30% from the field, and that was a little scary. Also, oh no, we're still in that game. Kevin, can you throw? This is another one too. This is a good question. Whatever, we can talk about it now. What's the most you'd spend on a 12K or 15K moment? I guess it depends. Like if I'm looking at the 12K moments are interesting because it's their first moments on the site, right? It's a lot of top shot debuts. So that is a little bit more interesting. I think the thing that is more important though, when thinking about these moments is seeing how many are in circulation right now, especially with the 12K ones, because the 12K ones, you're seeing their price go like straight up when they come out, but that's mostly because there's only like 12% in circulation. So I think you get a more accurate understanding of what the price point is once we're seeing like 60% out, 70% out, something like that. But then I guess it's by player, right? Like there's some 12Ks or a 15K Ja, like that I would like. Let's look at Ja's 15 because I love Ja so much. But looking at his 15K moment, what's that? That one's down to $50, right? So I get spending $50 on a 15K moment. That's Ja, totally. But if it's like $50 for a low serial Christian Wood 15K, no, I'd rather just save a little bit more money and then go get his Series 1 moment. Does that make sense? I know I do. I say top shit sometimes. I do. Hey, what's up, RA Superstar? Good to see you. Trey Young seems super cheap. Yeah, we look up Trey every day, man. Trey is too cheap. I agree. And I don't even really love Trey. All right, let's look at the Warriors side of things. Curry's the only thing of note. I mean, Wiggins had a good game, but I'm not looking up Wiggins. There's no value in Wiggins. Sorry to say, there's no value in Wiggins. Curry, 37, 8, 6. Curry took, I think, 27 shots last night. He went 6 for 17 from 3. He's trying to win. I mean, he's trying to win games, and their best chance of winning games is him shooting 27 times. But he's trying to get that scoring title too, I think. He sees Beal go for 45 that game. He's like, oh yeah, let's fire it up. That 3-pointer out of 7,500 is 205. It's seeing Star at 170. That 15K is at 73. That's kind of nice. That's kind of nice. That's a little bit like, that's another one. If you, Kevin, if you were like, oh, I want a Steph Curry, and like you're thinking, like, do I spend 70? I don't hate that. I don't hate that. I love Steph. I mean, everybody loves Steph. Everybody loves. That's not a hot take. I love Steph. Yeah. Anyways, that's the only thing to talk about with the Warriors. Let's go on to the next game. Actually, is this no 2 more games of the night? 2 more. Oh my God, Stan, what are we doing, Stan? You're long on Udonis Haslem. All right, let's go to. Although whatever, dude. It's going to be a good moment. The Pels won a game last night. They beat the OKC Thunder. Not too much to report, but we do have a little Dort report. Let's go. The Dort report. Let's look up my man Lugans. Spelled his first name wrong. Let's look up Lugans. All right, he's got. Can't fit. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You just gotta rock, dude. You just gotta rock. PJ's where we fist pump. Dort's just kind of a slow rock. Udonis has untapped potential as a coach, maybe. All right, Dirty Muppets watch. Yeah, Tom, we're going to get to some Baisley too. I got you. All right, so Lou Dort, $5 for that 35K moment. So the challenge is over. That one went down. His first moment on the site, it's out of 1,500. Only 1,500 of them, $300. I like it. I like it. Although that probably comes down, right? That probably comes down. His Rising Stars at 167, which is silly pants. That's all we need. His rookie debut's at 1,200 too. Oh, man, I do. I'm a big Dort fan. I'm a Dort fan. Poku got 8 points, went 3 for 16 from the field, so we're not going to look that up. He's had a few of those games lately. Martin says, finished the CC6 challenge just to get that challenge under my belt. So expensive for 35Ks. Yeah, man, I had to finish it too. It was a bummer to do it. I do like, though, that there was I think a lot of people attacked it this way, right? So we looked at Cool Cats 5. And we're like, I'm not paying $100 for TJ McConnell. And Cool Cat 6 hadn't gotten to that point yet. So you're like, okay, let's just go do this. Let's cross it off, tick the box. So I get it. All right, Darius Baisley. He's in the Dort situation, the Dort spot, right? Where, his first moment's only out of 1,500. It's $100 cheaper. I mean, Dort showed a little bit more ceiling, but I do like Baisley. I mean, I'm intrigued by this as like a long-term hold. Who knows what the Thunder are going to do? The one thing that makes me a little nervous, right, is they've got all these top picks. They're going to be drafting a bunch over the next couple of years. Who knows who they're going to land, right? They land some superstars in the draft, and then all of a sudden these guys are shipped out. But I believe in the talent of those guys. So that's another one where it's like low risk, high reward. In on Baisley. Zion watch. 27, 8, and 6 last night. Ingram had 24 and 6. Let's just take a little Poku at Zion. So we got Zion 1450 for that metallic gold. 35K moments at $28. Seeing Stars down to 111 is 7,500 at 119. The thing about the 7,500 is that moment's not as cool as the 1,500 moment, which the 15,000 moment LE, which is at 95. So I honestly might go that way now. I've turned, wow, his rare moments all the way down to 875. This is bonkers. This is a good moment. Out of 803. This is out of 803. But his first moment now back up to 4,500. I'm feeling like a dummy. Well, I wasn't going to buy it, but it was at like 3,400. And I was like, if that gets under 3K, we're taking out mortgages. But anyways, I like Zion. Ingram, 27, 8, and 6. Let's check Ingram's first moment, even though I don't really want to. 140. It's still sitting around 140. It's been at 140 for quite some time. Is it possible for Charlotte to make? Oh, Charlotte's making the playoffs, Noah. Charlotte's in. I wouldn't worry about that. Charlotte's in. PJ going up. Oh, should we do a PJ watch? Are we going to get 2 drops in like 2 minutes?
PJ Washington. PJ Washington. PJ Washington.
Hell yeah. PJ is going up. All right, let's look. 163. This was at 118 last week. Like a phoenix rising from the ashes today. PJ Washington. Out of 4K, it's his first moment, 163. What's that rookie debut? Rookie debut still down at 715. That was up very high for a while. I have too much PJ stock. I'm going to tell you that right now. Too much PJ stock. There it is. Fist pumps and coffee. All right, we got one more game of the night. Arguably the one that I want to talk about the most because I love my Nuggets. 121, Raptors 111, Jokic with 19, 11, and 7, MPJ with 23 and 7. Man, we just love it. We love it. CT says, feels like I'm watching MTV in the 90s with all the music videos. We love it. We love to see it. We love to see it. Shout out Rock and Roll who put together those jams too. And we've got hot off the press. We got a bacon coming. It's not here yet, but we got a bacon bop coming. Let's look at Jokic. So 35K moment is at $15. His 15K. Okay. So the 15K moment was at 47 not too long ago. And now it's up to 62. We're seeing the floor come up a little bit. I don't know if we've completely bottomed out, but we are seeing the floor come up a little bit. That all-star moment at 283. Where's the first moment check? Where's that first moment at? Ooh, it's up $12 since yesterday. We're at 1,100 now. So we're creeping up. We love it. We love it. Michael Porter Jr., let's take a look at him, and then we'll get into some of the Raptors too, because there was a lot of stats on the Raptors side because they were playing a pretty condensed rotation, I believe, last night. But 214 for that rare moment. That's out of 2021. That first moment over a K now, 1,029. His second series one moment, 385. Rookie debut, man, 5,100. And metallic gold, 2,700. Rookie debut being out of 150 is just beautiful, right? That's just beautiful. Love Michael Porter Jr. Man, I'm so intrigued. Well, we're gonna look at the playoff hunt in a second, but I'm so intrigued by the matchups and I think we all collectively wrote the Nuggets off because it was like, okay, they lost Jamal Murray. There's no way they can make a run. But I in my mind, I think I crossed them out of the first round, and I feel like there's still going to be a problem in the first round. If they somehow can defend, I don't know. All right, let's go to the Raptors side of thing. OG Anunoby, there was a comment in here by Gershon who said, OG's been playing great post All-Star break. Yeah, the biggest thing about OG, though, they've been missing so many dudes that he has to take on such an offensive load, right? Let's see. What's a lot of OG moments. So here we go. $13 for the 15K. His first moments out of 1358 is 185. I kind of like that. For Series 1 lovers. But 15K for only $13. I agree. He showed a little bit more offensive ceiling than I expected. I think we were like best case scenario for OG. He's a lockdown defender on a really good team that can hit corner threes, and he's showing a little bit more upside than that. We're going to look up Kem Birch just for fun, because he had 20 and 8 last night. He is thriving over Aaron Baines and with Boucher out. $12 for his first moment. I'm not saying go get Kem Birch, but I just shout out to him. And then Lowry had a good game last night too, 20 and 7. We love Lowry. Toronto just wants to go home to Canada. No kidding, man. No kidding. I lived in Tampa for 2 years. Not great. Playoff JaVale is going to carry the Nuggets to the finals. Thoughts on Malachi Flynn? Yeah, we can look at Malachi Flynn. Malachi Flynn has actually been – oh, wait, hold on. I just pulled up Lowry and didn't really look at it. So let's just look at his first moment. I'm curious where that's at. 380. For a cheaper Lowry, what do we got? $5 for his 35K moment. No 15K moment, huh? So that's kind of your entry point if you want a Lowry. Yeah, let's look at Malachi Flynn. The thing with Malachi, actually, right now it's listed at $22 for all the badges. Let's see how many are out there, though. We're going to go over to On the Moment site. Shout out On the Moment. I'm curious what Malachi is in circulation for, because I kind of like Malachi Flynn. He seems, I don't know I can't evaluate his ceiling really, but he's going to be useful. He's going to play. He might be like a backup. He might be like your first guard off the bench on a really good team. So 41%. Okay. 41%. So this is like close to accurate, it feels like, for $23. Yeah. I like it. I like it. Not too much to do in Toronto with us being locked down. They're happy to be on the beach. Dude, that's the thing. Tampa's not on the beach, man. That's the thing about Tampa. You think Tampa's beach related? You got to drive an hour to go to the beach. You got to go to Clearwater or St. Pete. Actually, you can't go to St. Pete. St. Pete doesn't really have beaches. You got to go to Clearwater. And the Clearwater beaches, you're thinking like Miami. That's not a Miami situation. Clearwater is like Miami if everybody was 95. It's not a good scene. I'm going to do another whole hour on Tampa. All right, Wolf Warner. Well, we're getting dramatic for Wolf Warner. I refuse to look at players not in the playoffs. I wait until the season is done to scoop up potential. Toronto players, hard pass. Yeah, I get it. I mean, that was my thesis, if you will, on Zion, was hoping that Zion's going to miss the playoffs and dip a little bit, and then we're going to scoop in. But he's coming up. He's going up. It feels like we're getting a bull run. So the one thing I will say about that, I'm going to put this back up again, Wolf. It's just fun calling you a wolf. The one thing I will say about that, if we think, right, there's going to be a big playoff boom, I do think that still affects the people not in the playoffs, right? I don't know. Liam says, where's Tampa Bay Tommy? We do need Tampa Bay Tommy. We do. We need Tampa Bay Tommy. Mike, Tampa is cool. State of the gray hair district, dude. No, I'm trying to think. When I was down there, I was in South Tampa quite a bit. I was in South Tampa. We would go to Channelside. Shout out Channelside one time. This was a while ago. Scrap Vegas. We're doing the remote from Tampa Bay. Oh, that is a reminder. Buckle up. We're going to Vegas for the Summer League this year. All right, let's look at I know those are the games from last night. We're like 10 games away from the playoffs. We're almost there. Let's take a look at where we are in the standings, because I am curious. Look at this oh my God, it's confusing bracket. It is funny for the NBA to be this massive company, this massive business, this massive organization. Their website sucks. Like, you got to do better. You got to do better with their site. It feels like I'm looking at like ESPN's site 15 years ago. You know what I mean? All right, I just want to look at it this way. So Nets, Sixers. Ooh, the Nets have what? A game and a half lead on the Sixers with 9 games left. They've got 9 games left. Sixers have a few more games than that. Bucks comfortably in third. So this is probably our 1, 2, 3, right? Knicks and Hawks, pretty much the 4 or 5. The Celtics are still lurking, but God, do they suck. I wouldn't be surprised if the Celtics slip down. But we were asking about the Hornets. So the Hornets have a 4-game lead on the 11 seed, the Chicago Bulls. So the Hornets are in the playoffs. The Bulls are 2 games back behind the Wizards. The Bulls are really going to miss the playoffs. I'm stunned by this. I'm stunned by this, that they're going to miss the playoffs. So I can't believe it. But anyways, all right. So we're looking at matchups a little bit. It looks like we'd get if it ended right now. I think the Heat pass the Celtics still, because I do think the Celtics are trash. So you're going to get a Celtics versus the Hornets. The Hornets probably win that game. So then you got the Hornets as the 7 seed playing the Sixers, and then you've got the Heat playing the Bucks in the first round, which wow, first round matchup. And then I bet the Wizards beat the Pacers. And then you got a Wizards Celtics playing game to decide who plays the Nets. So we're either going to get Celtics Nets or Wizards Nets in the first round. And honestly, probably Wizards. Probably Wizards. Oh my gosh. Though Bazooka Tom, tough morning for Bazooka Tom. You know what's great about Top Shot? I don't ever have to wait outside a Target for hours to get a pack. I feel you. Jordan Clarkson is from Tampa. Dude, shout out Jordan Clarkson. All right, but then I wanted to go look at the West, because this is the potential matchups here. So the Suns are now 1 game back behind the Jazz. 1 game back behind the Jazz. And I brought up the Nuggets earlier. The Nuggets are only a half game behind the Clippers. So the Nuggets have actually gained ground on the Clippers since Jamal went down. And I think, Kawhi's missed a ton of games right now, but we're down the home stretch now. Like, and they're a half game back, but they have 1 extra game to play. So technically, if they won their extra game, we have a tie for the 3 seed. So we're like, if somehow the Nuggets pass the Clippers, we're looking at Lakers Clippers first round. Like the rest of the West is having a party if that happens. If somehow that happens, the Jazz, the Suns, they're like, oh wait, we only have to go through one LA team to get there. And looking at the play-in, this is pretty much the play-in game, right? So the Warriors have slipped down to the 10 seed, but they still have a 3-game cushion on the Pelicans. And Stan Van Gundy reminds us every game that most likely the Pelicans aren't good. So Blazers Grizzlies for a rematch of the first ever play-in game. That's going to be fun. I'm excited about the West, but this is very interesting. Cheesesteak says nobody giving Suns a chance. People sleeping on them. You know what, Cheesesteak? Go back to previous episodes because your boy has been on the Suns since the beginning. We love the Suns here. Jazz and Suns out in first round. We the people, it is too early to be smoking whatever you're smoking right now. I can see the Warriors giving the Jazz some problems, but that's it. The Lakers do not want to see the Warriors in a play-in. I don't think the Lakers are going to drop to the play-in though, right? Because they've got a 2-game lead from the Blazers. The Blazers do not look good. I know they beat the Grizzlies the other night, but they do not look right. So I'm not worried about that. I do think the Lakers, like this could flip-flop. I could see the Mavs catching the Lakers, but honestly, the Mavs don't look right either. They don't. Oh, someone just bought that Zion. Ooh, interesting. Was it you, Nicholas? Was it you? What Mike speaks happens. That's right, baby. Martin's right. Let's get those likes up. Thank you, Martin. Appreciate the love. All right. Smoking this pack called Clarity. Well, yeah. Is it Blue Clarity? Shout out Daniel. All right. Nightmare for NBA if Clips play the Lakers in the first round. Good for Western Conference teams, though. Yeah, I agree. And we got Nuggets Clippers tomorrow night. Let's go. I'm pumped for this. All right. We went over that. Okay, I'm going to do one more thing, one more business-related thing. We're going to look at the Cool Cats Challenge. Then there's been a couple of good questions. I want to check in on Mike Conley. Someone said something about $999. What do you spend on? So throw those questions in there again in a minute if I forget them. Wolf says you had 75. Which would you purchase? LeBron, 35K for 66 or Steph, 15K? Oh, man, I don't know. LeBron's never wrong. I think I'd pick Steph, though. Unless you don't have a LeBron and you're like, I want a LeBron in my collection. That's what I mean. Like every situation, there's so much nuance and context to everything. Right? Like if you don't have a LeBron and you'd love to have a $LeBron and you're not trying to spend $500 or $600, then I'd get the LeBron. But my first lean is Steph. Yeah, the Jazz will let Steph score 50 but lock the rest of the team down. True. Many teams haven't been at their full potential. It'll be interesting how the playoffs go. Yeah, totally. And LeBron, it looks like LeBron's a week away, right? We're getting LeBron back soon. No, JR's out. JR's out of the league right now. Good question, though. We do need JR. All right, let's go look at the Cool Cats Challenge, see where we're at. Oops, clicked the wrong button. Let's see where we're at. We're going to go over to challenges. If you haven't checked out On The Moment site, check them out, otmnft.com. Awesome resources for lots of different stuff. Great content over there. All right, Cool Cats 6, the lowest ask is $178. So it's cheaper. It's cheaper than Cool Cats 5, right? Because that was in the 200 range. There's already been 4,000 completed with 6 days to go. That's pretty funny. So this one's going to be a big one. It seems like everybody decided they're going to complete it. All 35K moments. Bam going for 43. Collins 38. Cheapest is Clint Capella, which, come on. How is DeAndre? This is the worst part about this challenge is that I had to spend 30 plus bucks on DeAndre Jordan. Just kill me. You know what I mean? But yeah, like there's still... So there's so many collectors that 722 have 4 moments. 2,000 of them have 3 moments. This is going to be a big challenge. So what are we at? 6,000 right now? No, 4,000 right now. You got to think we're at least getting another 7,000. So we're going to have over 10,000 rewards, would be my guess. Wow. And what did Cool Cat? We're going to check Cool Cats 5 to see how that ended. We'll just look at that real quick. Now you can complete it for $31, but 6,500 completed it. So, yeah, we're definitely going to see more than that. Liam says, we all know you hate the 35K moments, Mike, but which moments do you think stand out, especially when we are looking back at them next season? I mean, I've talked about that Dame Carr shot, right, where he hits that game winner. When I'm looking at 35K moments, I'm looking at ones with badges. Like I've packed a couple of Okoros from that. I think that still matters. I think the OTM did a really good segment on this about badges and how like right now it feels like so many things have badges, but like moving forward, moving forward, that's not going to be the case. It's only going to be rookies that have badges, right? So I think as we move further away from this season and last season, those badges are going to have more value. So I like the badges ones. I think it's a great opportunity to collect stars you can't afford right now. So like LeBron, if you like LeBron, but then like just cool moments themselves, like that Dame hitting a game-winning three. I love that. I love that. $9.99. I'm buying an MPJ first moment. Hell yeah, Kyle. Hell yeah, Kyle. I'm skeptical of paying 43 for a Bam. No, I get it. I mean, like, this is what I would say. For me personally, if I'm not completing if I'm playing the Cool Cats Master, of course I'm finishing this. I'm doing it. If I've never completed a challenge, I totally understand trying to complete this. I totally get it, because you're like, there's rumors it might be a requirement moving forward, right? So I get it. What is the hustle and show? All right, yeah, let's pull that up real quick. We'll shout out the First Mint here because they are the ones that broke it for me. I'm sure there's another place to look for this, but this is where we're gonna look. So hustle and show is gonna. Did I say hustle and slow? Hustle and show is gonna be the new Cool Cats, basically. So, and I'm not sharing screen, so let me pull that up. And I did this on my own. I remembered on my own, so nobody can dunk on me. So we're going to be getting an RJ Hampton, a Rudy Gobert, a Kent Bazemore, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Alex Caruso, Colin Sexton, Sadiq Bey, Marcus Smart, and Chris Chioza. Giannis is believed to be the reward for this challenge. So this one I might sit out after. Yeah, there you go. Share your screen. Good catch. Also, shout out Topo Roos up in here. Good to see you, man. Yeah, this one I think I'm Cool Catsed out. So after this challenge, I might be sitting this one out. But this is exciting. Another opportunity to get in early on a challenge. I know a lot of you came in after Cool Cats started. So this is kind of nice. What is a Chris Chioza? I'll be honest. The only reason I know Chris Chioza is because he played a lot of bubble minutes for the Nets when they were down to like 4 dudes. Oh, excuse me. Miles Bridges not in that hustle and flow. You're right. I want another Sadiq. Yeah, I actually packed a Sadiq yesterday. That first moment, I was thrilled. Yeah, Big Mike. Yeah, we'll do this for some business. If any of you guys are into wild, fun speculation from Cool Cats and other stuff, come join us in the challenges in the TST Discord. I gotta say, we need tinfoil hat for that. That was wild yesterday watching that speculation. But yeah, it's a good reminder. If you haven't joined the Discord yet, look in the show notes. There's an invite there. You can pop in there. We have a lot of fun stuff going. We have our own Swish League, which won't be lasting too long, but shout out Daniel D, who's in first place in that and second overall. But we talk about a little bit of everything. We've got MLB, all that fun stuff. So jump in there. I know there was a lot of chatter around the NFL draft last night. So get in there. Oh, I'm real West Coast. Hey, you made it, though. You made it. CT says hustle and show doesn't really appeal to me, especially if we can't potentially pack Giannis. Yeah, but I think it's like a low entry point for challenges and stuff, which I think is good overall. Chioza is a beaut moment. Under 50% likes. Hey, what are we doing, guys? Get in there. Like the stream. If we get the announcement about burning Eastern and Western Conference moment, do we see those moments go to the moon? I don't know. I mean, I thought, didn't we already get the announcement? Like, they're already doing it. So maybe it will when it like officially happens, but they're already doing it. Daniel says, any more details on the Vegas trip? Is there a confirmed date for Summer League? So no, we just know that Summer League's coming back to Vegas in August. They did confirm that. We haven't got an official date yet, but as soon as we have that, that's going out everywhere because we are pumped for that. Yeah, Noah says if the hustle and show moments are really cool, I might complete the set just to have a full set. Yeah, I totally get it, right? I think that's an entry level, cheap entryway to collecting stuff. I think is cool. I do. I think that is cool. All right, let's take a look at that Mike Conley moment that someone mentioned earlier. I forget who that was in the chat, but they scooped up 2, I believe, of a Series 1 first moment, right? Because it was out of 3,999. Yep, this one for 104. I like that. I mean, hey, if you think the Jazz are going to make a run, Mike Conley's been playing awesome basketball this year. He really has. He's been shooting the hell out of the ball, and he looks good. So if you do think Mike Conley's got some, if you could think the Jazz have some ceiling, do we think Mike Conley's a Hall of Famer? Probably not, right? Made one All-Star game? No, he's probably not. Tobel says, managed to land a LeBron assist yesterday. Love the extended follow through. Hard not to look like a dumbass passing 30 yards with one. Yeah, I know that, right? With his off arm too. Yeah. Oh, you said that. Yeah, with his off arm. What do you think about the Luka metallic reward price? Seems low considering the rarity. Yeah, but we've been seeing that, right? We've been seeing it. We saw it with Halliburton in the Hollow Challenge, right? Where we see it come out and initially the reward stays pretty low. So, oh, that's the series 1. I was like, 15K is pretty high. All right, where is it? Did I scroll past it? Where is it at? That's the Deck the Hoops. That's the first round, base set series 1. Oh, it's up. I had to scroll up. Here it is, 2,500 for only 329. That does feel a little bit low. Also, is a deep threat in the chat? I know he completed it. I want to know what his serial number was. What is going to be the min size for Hustle and Show? 20 out of 25. We can go back over here. I believe the first min said it in their second tweet. So we're gonna Giannis will be the reward. 18,000 mints per moment. 144,000 packs likely. So that's where we are. That's where we are with that. Gershon says some of the Sea and Stars prices are going up. Yeah, we did see that, right? We saw that. I don't know, speculation that was going to be included in something. They also did get so cheap that it was starting to get to the point where it was like, we might have to get in there. Can you explain minting moments? I was looking to buy some stuff yesterday with high circulation percentage, but some had like 10, 15%. Not sure what that means. Yeah, so like you're seeing that a lot with when like a new moment comes out. So let's actually look at Sadiq Bey. Let's look at what Sadiq Bey looks like. Oh no, my computer froze. All right, here we go. Sadiq Bey. So he's a new moment, right? He's got 41% are actually in circulation. So it's a little bit more accurate. That's 12,000. I don't know what an example is of someone with low, but yeah, Matthew, for example, an OTM, it shows percentage owned, percentage of packs, percentage minted. So that means we know how many are coming. We know how many have already been packed, and we know how many have already been owned. So when, in circulate, you want if something's like under 20% in circulation, it's a little bit scary. It's a little bit scary because like there's not a lot of them out there. So people are trying to price it super high. And if you just wait, more are going to come to the market, and we see it, right? Like everybody undercuts everybody and the price goes down. And yeah, I think it means they're done creating moments for that play, meaning the rest will come later. Correct. Let's see what else we got in here. Where else did I miss? Where's the roof for Collins and DeAndre during the challenges? I can imagine it's here right now, Levente. It's got to be here. I don't think we're getting much higher. Although, you know what? I believe that with the TJ and who was it? Jermichael Green. But that was out of 15K. So they were a little more scarce, where these are a little bit more available with all being 35K. But I would imagine it sits around here. I thought it was going to go a little bit higher, but the fact that it kind of peaked out right there, this is just like way more available than other challenges. So I think that's where I'm at. Yeah, the roof was, I also like calling it the roof instead of the ceiling. That's way more fun. We got to start referring to it as a roof. Yeah, and Cheesesteak says, unwritten rule, never buy a moment when circulation is sub 40%. Yeah. I agree, right? Nasir Little is the example I always come back to, where like Nasir Little was going for like $225. And it's like, Nasir, what are we doing? And it's only because like 1% of them were available. So they were scarce. But you don't need Nasir Little, people. You don't. All right, what else, guys? What else we got? I got like 15 minutes or so to mess around. It's Friday. We're having a party. So if you have questions, let me know. Let's do some info, right? So we're going to be live tonight, I think at 8 p.m. Eastern with the whole gang. We've got a big announcement. We've got announcements happening tonight. We'll have a giveaway. We'll probably have some Series 1 information to go over. We'll have some drinkies. It's going to be fun. So we're going to do that. We're going to do, what else we got? I don't know if we're doing a Sunday Swiss show this weekend, but join the Discord. You can see it in the chat. We have the 89 Cavs, an NBA podcast this weekend. We're going to live stream that on Sunday. All that stuff. Noah says, what moment in your collection has your favorite serial number? Ooh, I don't even know. I guess my favorite's just low, right? That's for me. My favorite's low. I think the one that Zion Rising Stars that I got, that's probably the one that sticks out the most to me. I really like that because it was such a low serial. So I got 48 out of that. Can you see that? Yeah. So we got 40. There we go. 48 out of 803. The other one I really like, but he kind of sucks right now, is the Marvin Bagley Metallic Gold. And I got 28 out of 299. So I really like that one. So I have a couple nice ones that I really like. Ooh, Series 1 speculation. Man, I don't even know. People got excited. They were being like, hey, that's going to be in the Cool Cats Master Pack. And I don't think that's going to be the case, right? They said it's not, because there was going to be no market speculation. I mean, there's going to be no market impact by those. There's going to be like a reward for doing the Master Challenge besides LaMelo, but it's not going to impact the market. So I don't understand that. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what they're going to do. Do they introduce an auction? Do they throw them in base Series 2 packs? Does it become part of the next rare drop? Do they do a separate drop? I don't know. I really don't know. I don't even have a good. I don't know that. You got to go to the challenges Discord for that. I'll join you for the drinkies. Hell yeah, Alex. Oh, Jonathan, is this a bit? You're just trying to get me in here? Cannot understand why PJ's rookie moment is so low. Do you think he is a good buy? Jonathan, I don't know if this is your first time, but if it is.
PJ Washington. PJ Washington. PJ Washington.
Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Jonathan, that had to be a bit. Let me know, Jonathan, if that was your first time. If that was a sincere question, please put that in the chat. Or if you were just encouraging me to hit that button, let me know. What else we got? Have you finished any sets? The only thing that I've really hit is the Cool Cats. I haven't gone after completing any sets. Although I think I have a few of the Rising Stars, and I kind of want to do that. Frank says, I really hope they make those Series 1 moment random in packs. Auction will get out of hand. I know. The only reason I'm into auctions is because it's just like trying something else, trying something new. And I think now's the time to try new stuff if you're going to do it. I do agree, though. I think if you are a newer collector that's trying to get involved in Series 1, by putting them in auctions, you might just get priced out of everything, and that kind of sucks. Although by doing that, if that does raise the price, it will raise the overall floor of Series 1s that you might already own. So that's kind of interesting. Leon says, 9 out of 20 moments I own are Seeing Stars. They're the only ones in the green. Is something cooking? I think there's just a lot of speculation that the Seeing Stars are going to be used again. There's going to be some utility to them. So I think that's and they've gotten so cheap, right? They've gotten so cheap. When does your Mac Jones jersey arrive? Dude, I'm so excited. Cam Newton, through the first 3 weeks, is going to be thrown infield practice to his wide receivers. And then Mac Jones is cut. Good God, is that Mac Jones music? We're going to hear a little bit of that. Levente, what do you guys think is the lowest circulation of moment? Percentage of moment needs to be able to get in a challenge. Ooh, I don't know. I feel like they've done it. Like the Jeremy Grant, I think was only like 40% or something like that. GKL91 says it isn't speculation. Jacob confirmed it twice. Confirm what? Which thing? Which thing isn't speculation? I don't even know what I said is speculation. You're talking about Seeing Stars? Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even know. Martin says, I have about 52 moments now, 85% are 35Ks. I love the actual moments of 35Ks and prefer the bigger collection. Why the hate on 35Ks? No, I'm with you. I'm with you, Martin. I think like the 35K moments themselves seem to have been a lot cooler than a lot of the moments they picked for Series 1. I just think the scarcity of Series 1 is more appealing to me. I think that has more value, but I really don't have hate on 35K. It's just like if I were to choose between a 35K or a 1500, I think I want the 1500, but I totally get it. Like that Dame 35K, I always go back to that, but that moment's so cool. I love that. Jonathan Wise, so awesome. Seriously, though, I don't understand his value being young and upside. Listen, man, I love PJ Washington. I think I mean, this is like now turning into a bit how much no, I don't love PJ Tucker. It's now turning into a bit about how much I love PJ Washington, but I'm with you, right? Like he's really young. And my biggest thing with this, right? Here, let's go down the PJ rabbit hole. My biggest thing with this is especially when Top Shot started booming, and still today, we put so much value in these rookies, right? These Series 2 out of 4K, now 12K rookies. And their prices were going way up. They're like, oh, rookie. And my thought process was like, if you go back to Series 1, you can still grab those rookie moments, but now we have a year's sample size or a year plus sample size of what they can do. Like we know what RJ Barrett can do. We know what RJ Barrett's floor is, but we're also seeing his ceiling. So like, why not invest in those moments? And to see PJ, right, being a Series 1, all of these badges and only 163, like we know he's good and he's on the Hornets, who are an up-and-coming team that's going to be on national TV all the time because of LaMelo. They're now you're seeing it now where they're like phasing out Cody Zeller and Bismack Biyombo, and they're throwing PJ at the small ball 5, which if you go back to the early streams, I was screaming, put PJ in the small ball 5. So anyways, all of that to say, my biggest thing about these Series 1 rookies is that we just had a longer sample size. With some of these Series 2, we're spending money on dudes that we have no idea. We have no idea. And we just have a little bit more information, I guess that's my point. All right. I'm done. I'm sorry. See, this is what happens. Did you look at the First Mint Lion tattoo conspiracy for the next Cool Cats on Twitter? It's pretty entertaining. No, I have not. All right, I'm surprised nobody left after I just went on that PJ. I can't see PJ on Marketplace without thinking about the PJ video. I know that we've gotten a couple of DMs about that too. Like they were watching a game and PJ came up and you just hear that robot voice, PJ Washington. You just hear it and that's all you can hear. Caruso is Elmer Fudd from Space Jam with more games. Yeah, you're not wrong, Frank. You're not wrong. Do you think Series 1 rookies will be most valuable because of scarcity? I mean, I think it adds in some value, but I think my whole thing with rookies is like, it doesn't matter if they end up not being good. You know what I mean? A rookie moment's cool, but if a rookie sucks, like it's just a sucky moment of a rookie. Do you know what I mean? I think that's the biggest thing. So I think scarcity is important, but I think talent more than scarcity is way more important. I just can't. Yeah, Philadelphia. Arsenic hates hearing phasing out of Codazella. You're right. PJ, MPJ, bacon, beef stew, cars in the background, Mike's 96 slam cover. Not only is that my 96 slam cover, that is my challenge. So, hey, we're going full screen. Top Shot, I know you said you want to reach out to the community to figure out different ways to enhance moments, make things better. This is how we can do it. We need a morning marketplace challenge. All right. We need a morning marketplace challenge in the marketplace, and it needs to include PJ. It needs to include MPJ. It needs to include multiple bacons. We need beef stew. We need cars in the background, and the reward is a Jokic. All right. God, we need it. Being a noob at Top Shot, I'm trying to time when to purchase Series 1 moments. When do you think is the best time to buy them? Now, after the season's over? All right, Chris, this is a good question. Actually, we're saying full screen. This is a good question, Chris. And I think the thing that I've always said about this is it's really hard to time the bottom. It's hard to time the bottom. It's hard to time the top. So I think what you need to do as a collector, and not financial advice, but what you need to do is set limits of what you think you're comfortable spending on these Series 1 moments. Personally, I think Series 1 is going to go down a little bit more before it goes up. So I might, wow, the lighting in my apartment is getting wild right now. I think it's going to go down a little bit more before it goes up. But that said, I would just be like, I don't know what moments you're looking at, but being like, okay, I'm seeing if this gets to 80, I'm definitely buying it. But if it gets to 80, maybe you're comfortable getting it at 90. So at 80, you watch it a little bit more to see if it goes down. And then maybe it goes down to like 70, whatever. You know what I mean? So I would just create a price range because it's impossible to try to nail the bottom and nail the top. I can't believe I just said that. Somebody needs to cut that out. That's incredibly sexual. All right. I hope that's helpful, Chris. I know that's not really giving you an answer, but I think doing that is impossible. So I think just trying to create a price range that's good for you and then monitoring it that way. The morning mark. No, it does not have an LMA reward. It absolutely does not. It absolutely does not. And Brenton, back to Chris's question, could have a nice dip after the announcement today. That's right, because we're about to see a handful of Series 1s come back into the market. I think that's right. Although Sawyer coming in with saying buy him now. Sawyer, so you think we're at the bottom, huh? Because you were saying you think we hit it. You think we hit the bottom? Tag me in the Discord in the market. Oh, wait, you're just saying that too, Chris. But listen, shout out Sawyer. Sawyer doing some good stuff. Listen, it's Friday. We're getting freaky. Everyone expecting the bottom to come after the season ends could mean the exact opposite. In any market, when everyone has the same idea, it usually doesn't work out the way you think. I mean, yeah, we saw that with the badges, where there was more value caked into the badges before the badges came out. We saw it with the All-Stars. We saw it with the MVP talk. Listen, I'm not going to talk about this. Everybody's saying we hit the bottom. All right. People are saying we hit the bottom. All right. Time to hit the marketplace, everybody. All right. I'll hang for a couple more questions if you got them. If you haven't liked the stream yet, I'm going to check. Who's liked the stream? We're at 77. What are we doing, guys? Like the stream. There's 125 people in here. Like the stream. Join the Discord. Follow me on Twitter. Follow us on Twitter. We do a lot of stuff. Also, a reminder, we're here tonight. We're partying tonight. And we get an announcement tonight. We have a pretty big announcement. So come back because you're going to want to hear it. Exciting stuff happening in the TST community. What else? Top Shot to the moon. Ooh, Chris, I would just get in the Discord, mess around in the Discord and ask some questions. I don't like to just say like what moments to go after because I think it depends. It depends like what kind of collector you are and what you're looking for. So join the Discord though. There's a lot of people that have some really good thoughts on that. Frank says, oh yeah, the 89. Hey, listen, Frank doing the plugs for me. We stream the 89 the 89 Cavs, which is an NBA podcast. So it's not directly related to Top Shot. We just talk all things basketball, and we're going to be doing it on Sunday, I believe, at noon Eastern. So we do that every week. And you can also find it wherever you get podcasts. 89 Cavs. Oh yeah, we did. KPJ went for 15-11 last night. What time is the show tonight, Glenn? I believe we're doing it at 8 Eastern, but we'll confirm that soon. But I believe it's going to be 8 Eastern tonight with the whole gang. Whole gang. Brandon, do you think you get familiarity bias when watching certain moments, i.e. the more you see the actual moment, the more you get obsessed with it? No, I think that's true. I think there was something to that. But I also think it helps and hurts. Like there's some moments where like the DeJounte Murray series 1, I was like super in on DeJounte Murray. And then the more I see that moment, I'm like, oh, that moment sucks. I still really love DeJounte Murray, but that moment is kind of a bummer. We will if you're the Pacers, that's for sure. We will rip apart your favorite team. All right, y'all. This is a blast. So come back tonight, 8 Eastern. Join the Discord. The whole gang better include Aubrey. There's a lot of love. When will you let us get some airtime with you? Zoom style show. Oh yeah, we were talking about doing something similar to this, right? So we're looking at doing some different types of shows. And yeah, get in the Discord. Nick, get in the Discord. I think we're going to do we might do like a happy hour type thing at some point. Maybe like a happy hour along with a game, like especially come to the playoffs. You might have a playoff hang, something like that. Yeah, we'll figure something out. We should do a hang. But yeah, I think that's it, guys. I think we did it. I know we already played the PJ Washington video twice, but hey, third time's a charm. See you next week.
PJ Washington. PJ